Hi guys, Aceface here, back with another Tyranid tactics video for you. I'm going to do a little series of videos on different armies and how best to counter them. By all means, this isn't a video or videos for competitions, because as most of you will be aware, if you're not sure what sort of army you're going to be against, then obviously going for a particular sort of list to counter a particular type of army is really just not going to work. So I would say don't do it if you're playing in a competition, particularly if it's a competition that is going to be large and very random. If it's a competition at your local club where you pretty much have got a good idea of what sort of armies you're going to come against, then maybe you can tailor it a little bit to that. So that's kind of an introduction to the next few videos, but I'll try and go through almost every army. I'm not going to cover sort of Black Templar and Sisters, just because one, Black Templar are quite like normal Marines or vanilla Marines, and Sisters I have no experience of playing. The other army, unfortunately at the moment, I'm not going to talk about is Necrons, just because I've actually not played them. Not for the will of wanting, but I've just not played them, and it'd be unfair for me to comment on how I feel is best to play them, just from going from what I've heard or what I know, rather than actually experience of actually playing them. So that's kind of what we're going to go through, so I hope it's helpful. If you do like the videos, please do subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers so far. Thanks for your support. Please hit the like button, it helps me loads. Unfortunately, we've got this fellow with us. I was in the last video and just can't get rid of him, so you're gonna, I mean, to be honest, he's probably better looking than me, so just look at the Trigon. Anyway, so I've got my book, and we're going to start with Space Marines. It's the easiest option to start with. It's probably going to be the army that you're against more often than not. I will go through the individual specialised Space Marines in different videos, because now they have quite different codexes. There are quite different ways that they play, so I will go through them separately. But just your vanilla Space Marines, I'll start off with. So the first thing you need to know, obviously playing against Space Marines as a Tyranid player, is because they're quite a versatile vanilla army, they will play in lots of different ways, and most of the different ways will kind of fall straight into our hands, because actually as a Tyranid player we have the numbers on them, we have the monstrous creatures, we have the tank busters, we have the speed. Really, we can overcome them in pretty much every way they go. There are a few things that they have that are dangerous, so we'll go through them to start off with. Marine flyers are very dangerous. They are dangerous against our flying monstrous creatures, and they're dangerous against monstrous creatures on the whole. They're not too bad against swarms, but they will take out big stuff quickly. So particularly Marine players that play with maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4 flyers, then you've got to watch out for that. So my advice, if you're playing Marines and you know you're going to be playing Marines, a good balanced army is your best way to go. You want your swarms with your poisoned attacks to be able to overwhelm their inventory, because they just won't be able to deal with the amount of attacks that you've got. So you want an element of that, so whether you go Hormagaunts or Steelers, or even if you go for a couple of Tervagants with loads of Termagants, that's an option to go for as well. But that's definitely your kind of your body of your army, with then some monstrous creatures thrown in to deal with their tanks, to deal with their flyers, maybe by going for flying monstrous creatures. I always think they work really well. But what I would also think about is Marine players at the moment on the competitive scene tend to go for gun line style armies. It works really well for them with Aegis defence lines and their interceptor quad guns and what have you. You'll find that a lot of Marine players play in that style. It works really well. It's a very effective tactic. So the way that I would counter that is go for a deep striking monstrous creature. So stuff like this guy. Yeah, this guy here would be good, because you want something that gets to them quickly. They pack a punch in their firepower, so they're going to cause you issues. So you definitely want some way of getting to them quickly to crunch them. You don't want to go slowly up the field, because they're going to shoot you down. They've got a lot of AP3 weapons that will damage you quickly and effectively. So my advice overall for a Marine army is stick to lots of cheap poisoned attack little troops, swarms, get them up there, run them up there, take the objectives, kill their large groups, whether it be Terminators, doesn't matter. You'll overwhelm them easily with poison attacks. And then just concentrate your big and monstrous creatures on getting to them very quickly, kill off their high threat armoured stuff, their tanks, their Devastator units, that type of thing. Deal with them quickly, because they will make you come unstuck. And then it just very much depends on whether you know that your opponent is going to bring a lot of flyers. If they are, you need your 2 flying hive tyrants. I tend to always bring them anyway because they're so good, but if you know you're playing at least 2, you want them flying monstrous creatures, then use them cleverly, then make sure that you get the jump on them. They're much more manoeuvrable than flyers, so use them correctly, and that's how you'll get rid of them really high threat, real punchy flyers. So that's in a nutshell how I would go against Space Marines. So as I said, this is the first video of lots to come, and I'll try and get through everybody as much as I can. If you've had some real good luck as a Tyranid player against these type of armies, then please drop me a comment below, let me know how you've overcome them. If you're a Marine player or a different player and you feel actually no, that wouldn't work against my army, then also comment down and let me know why what I'm talking is nonsense, because I do speak a lot of nonsense, so sorry. So just let me know. As I said, loads more videos to come. Hope you're going to enjoy this series. I'm enjoying putting it together, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.